Hello, my name is Richard Stock, and I'd like to thank you for joining me for this TED Talk. I was asked a few months ago, I guess back in March, beginning of March, Notre Dame in Dublin, Ireland reached out to me and they said, "Oh, we'd love to have you come in for a TED Talk." And so that was supposed to happen, but then because of COVID, we had to do this. Quarantined version of the TED Talk. So I'd like to thank everyone in Dublin, Ireland for thinking of me. But here we are. And I would like to say tonight's TED Talk is brought to you by Lord Hobo Boom Sauce. You know, there was a day back in 2013 or 2014 where I took a woman out on a date. And we went to the Lord Hobo Brewery in Kendall Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I got too drunk to drive. So I said, we might have to call a cab. And she said, I'll call an Uber. And I said, what's an Uber? And she said, well, let me pull out my phone and I'll show you. And so she got us a ride. And I've had a couple of these tonight. And they're delicious. And they're a sponsor. So, anyways, what I would really like to talk to you tonight, what the whole purpose of this talk is to go over cryptocurrency. And you might be saying, what is cryptocurrency? All right, I want you to close your eyes and think of what digital currency means to you. Because I know what it means to me, but we'll get to that. Think about what cryptocurrency means to you. Now close your eyes, think about that. Now I want you to open your eyes and look to the person to the right of you and then the person to the left of you. Now ask them what the first word that comes to their head is. Oh, wait. Cryptocurrency, right? Is that what they said? You know, it's almost impossible to think about digital currency in a fast-paced, ever-changing market and not think of, the bigwigs like Bitcoin or other various coin-based capitalism fundamentals. So think about that. And I just want to show you guys some graphs. So I'm going to pull them up on here. So, the first graph I pull up. So take a look at the blue. That's Bitcoin. In the first quarter into the second quarter, you look at Bitcoin, you look at Ripple, which I believe is another cryptocurrency. You look at Ethereum, and then other currencies. And you can see in quarter one, they're about, neck and neck. But then as it goes up, quarter four, 2017 into quarter one, 2018, you kind of see things coming up and coming down. And at some point, you got to ask yourself, okay, so Bitcoin, clearly you look at the graph, Bitcoin is less than the other ones. So, if we had more information into what the gray other cryptocurrencies were, maybe you'd want to invest in some other cryptocurrency. But that is just kind of the mindset you want to be in when you're living in 2020, the year of Bitcoin, really. When I think I can say with almost 100% certainty, when historians look back on 2020, they're going to see a lot of stuff. What are they going to focus on? Is it going to be COVID? Probably not. Economic, racial injustice, those are important things, but I think what history is going to remember about 2020 was it was the year Bitcoin other cryptocurrencies took the world by storm and left no one in their wake. And it was kind of just pedal to the metal, ram it home all the way. in 2020. It was the year cryptocurrency became the second language of Americans and, people around the world in general. Okay, so let's go to the next graph. Okay, so right here, this tells you a lot. So as you can see, this is the demand slash supply balance until the fourth quarter in 2017. So as you can see, the yellow line means demand. And then as you can see, the green line, that means supply. So let's just follow it along. First quarter, 13. Third quarter, 14. We're going through the years, and you can kind of see at some point, certain points, supply and demand kind of even out. But, a lot of times there's just more supply than demand. But as you can see, the yellow line is telling us different things. And the, implied stock, CH and MISC, you can kind of see those graphs just kind of going up and down in different directions. And it kind of tells you a lot. A lot can be dissected from this if you know how to read the numbers the way I do. It can tell you a lot. So in the third slide, I want to just show you. All right. So how many consumers own cryptocurrency? This is such a fantastic question that I'm going to answer. Here's the share of respondents who own Bitcoin or similar digital currency in selected countries in 2018. And, what do we see? What's the first thing that jumps out and grabs you and doesn't let go? The first thing I see is Turkey. They were asked, do you have Bitcoin or, some other digital currency of equal value? And, 18% of Turkey. That's almost 1 in 5. It's close. So that's a lot of, people who say, yes, I have Bitcoin. Yes, I have cryptocurrency. And this is the way I live. So, and then you look at Romania. Okay, 12%. Okay, Poland, Spain is down to 10. Czechia, they've got 9, and we've got the U.S. at 8%. And that is striking to me that Turkey would have more, they would have 10% more cryptocurrency users, digital interface money. And so that's really a lot to digest. But we keep on going on the list. Austria, they know a lot about money over there. They're equal with the United States. So what it tells me is Turkey has a lot more. You go down to Luxembourg, you've got 4% if you're lucky. What's the who did this? The source was the ING International Survey of Mobile Banking, and we know how they are. So the proof is in the pudding as far as cryptocurrency and understanding it. So I think the big takeaway is cryptocurrency cryptocurrency is one of the most important things in the world. And I think, someday where paper money, people are gonna think paper money was an imaginary thing. Because, people are gonna think paper money was an imaginary thing because of how big cryptocurrency is. And I think that's an important takeaway. And I think that's something that the history books are going to look back and say, okay, a lot of things happened. Where do we even start to dissect all of this? Well, let's start with Bitcoin, where it all started. It's the world we're living in. Bitcoin is the center of all of that. And that is my TED Talk.